Hey peeps, what's going on? I wanted to come on just very this morning and talk for a moment, or several, about backing. And this is kind of a PSA. Now, here's what I specifically feel compelled to talk about. I was just backing, and I've been driving for almost 2 years now. Right, Mags?
Yeah.
Almost 2 years?
Yeah.
So, I still get nervous if people are up my ass when I'm trying to back, or if they're honking, or if they're trying to fly in between me and the space I'm backing into or in front of me. And here's why. Because it shouldn't fucking be happening. All you drivers out there, take some note. It doesn't matter if you're a new driver or if you're experienced or whatever. If you're trying to back into a spot that's only a few feet wider than you on either side, sometimes not even that much, and you got someone honking their horn at you, which just happened to me here at this Costco in California. You've got people driving in between you and the spot you're trying to back into. Again, just happened to me. Driving in front of you just happened to me. Like, what the fuck, people? Seriously. I don't care. Like, I will sit there and wait unless it's obvious that they're pulling forward and waiting for me to go. And that's a nice courteous thing to do if you are backing and you know you're taking forever. That's fine. But if you've done maybe 3 pull-ups and you're bumping it, like, and it's going fine, you just need to readjust. Number one, well, I always say number one too much. One of the things is take your pull-ups, adjust, because you can only, like, it's like Shannon at the training yard says, you can only go down the hill too fast, like, once. You can go down it too slow as many times as you want. You can pull up as many times as you want. You can only back into something, like, so many times, and then it's your job. You know what I mean? So, like, do your pull-ups, and, like, there's a certain extent, and yard dogs do it too. They try to be aware of what's going on, and if the driver's in motion, but they do it too, and they shouldn't, in my opinion. And this is kind of what I was taught. And Leah taught me. She's like, you know what? Say you're a new driver, whatever. They're not gonna know. I don't need to say I'm a new driver about this. Although I do still consider myself a rookie in many ways because I've got a lot to learn. But, like, there's no excuse for honking at a driver when they're trying to do their job. Number one, I said number one again. One of the reasons is you're going to make them tense, and you could potentially make them hit something. There is not enough money in this world to instigate me into harassing another driver when they're trying to back. It's bullshit. Don't do it. Just stop. Just stop, because you have no class. Yeah, we all know your time is important. So is ours. Like, everybody's time is the same level of importance. And everybody deserves basic respect when they're trying to do their job, for you to not harass them. And most of the time, like, this isn't a huge issue, but at least one driver at every distribution center that I've gone to has seemingly not understood the rules of courtesy. And before y'all say something, it's not the dudes that don't understand our language or the ladies that don't understand our language. So I want to see comments about different ethnicities in trucking. No, you know what? Because most of those drivers are not the ones that are being dicks. It's the ones that I know for a fact understand me and know what they should be doing, and they don't care. So that's a thing to be aware of. When you are at any place, I don't care, truck stop, like, I don't care where you are, any place, and you see someone driving or backing, stop. Give them space. Give them the courtesy of time. You don't know what's going on in their mind or in their day or whatever. They could be ill. They could have just heard that a family member died. They could be new. And it doesn't matter. That's the reality. None of that really matters. The fact is, if somebody's backing, you don't fuck with them. You leave them alone and let them do their job. Now, there's one caveat that I can really see is if they're going to hit something, honk. Or get on your CB or get off your ass and go out and help them. But in many instances, I've seen someone getting ready to hit something and somebody honks and it makes them lurch. It makes them jump. Now, I agree that truck drivers, we should probably have a little bit more like... It just got real bright because there's a trailer backing in right next to me. And it's white. So it's like, ooh. That backlight, though. I'm glowing. No, you know, when in doubt, get out and offer your assistance, you know? And if you do offer your assistance, make sure that you're speaking the same language that they are. Sorry, I'm just watching because he's getting at a funny angle to my trailer. And if he needs help, I'm going to jump out. He shouldn't need help. He's got it. No, he's got it. Okay. We don't need to come from such a place of ego. Oh, but if you do jump out to help them, make sure you discuss, like, what stop means, you know? And you think they're universal terms, but again, some of us are dealing with language barriers. Some of us are new. Some of us are frazzled and have had a rough day or maybe don't feel well or whatever. And you could argue, well, park it if you don't feel well. Easier said than done, ladies and gents, because sometimes you have to bump that dog. And it doesn't matter. Like, you have to fulfill your duty.
Have you ever seen this girl?
Don't show it on screen.
Why? It's just a YouTube video.
But it's not our channel.
You won't get copyrighted. Look.
Are you making fun of someone?
No.
At the risk of sounding like Chris Crocker, if you don't, you'll have to go through me.
Don't play it on the channel, though, because it's not our content. But yes, I've seen her. She's crazy.
Leave them alone.
Huh?
Leave them alone.
She's still doing what I just asked her not to do, for the record. So basically, if someone's backing, either leave them alone or help them. Oh, I see why you played leave them alone. I see why you did that. That makes sense now. Either leave them alone or help them. But be clear in how you're helping them, because not all help is actually helpful. And again, you don't know where they're coming from. You don't know what they've done. So, like, PSA, like, you see someone backing, you shouldn't be moving past them unless they clearly indicate that they want you to do that. Like, yeah, no, get around me. I'm gonna take a minute because I'm fucked up today. I can't back to save my life. And that happens. Doesn't matter how long you're driving. You will have days where you're like, fuck, if I gotta do one more pull-up. But you do them because you're not gonna hit something. It's safer to do a pull-up and align yourself. My goal isn't to prove how many backs I can do it, like how many pull-ups I can use. My goal in every backing situation is, how can I make this into a straight back? Straight up. And it might start in a 90 and I'm just angling slightly until I get it into the easiest back possible. I'm not out here trying to be a rock star. I'm not out here trying to prove something to anyone. I'm out here to be safe and make my delivery and keep my cargo, my truck, my trailer, and my family safe. So, like, I feel like at these DCs especially, a lot less ego, a lot more patience, and, like, just chill out. Just chill out. Just, you don't need to be honking. Unless you embody and identify as a classless swine, you don't need to be honking at people. That's just nasty and rude and just stupid. And yeah, I'm sure there have been situations where somebody honked at someone and then got backed into because they distracted the person or whatever. Doesn't mean that it's ever okay to hit someone. Doesn't mean you're ever, like, you should always be in control of your vehicle. But let's minimize the bullshit at the DCs, shall we? Just a thought, maybe a little bit. Anyway, that's all I got. I just want to talk truck talk for a minute. There's going to be some other stuff coming on the channel. I'm going to start making some videos about dog psychology and behavioral stuff. And I'm going to title them, like, whatever talk. And some of them might just be a live so that me and Maggie can just say hi or whatever. But for example, look at this dude. This truck is the one that's been trying to back. This guy is an impatient cunt. That's what's happening right now. Right now at this DC, he should not be doing that. He should not be doing that. I swear if he hits him, I'll talk to the police myself. Like, this driver just got out. He's done 2 pull-ups, and he just got out and opened his doors. And now he's got a truck pulling in front of him. A yard dog coming this way. A truck over there that's trying to back. Like, there's a lot going on in this yard. And how much of that needs to be happening? The one truck should be backing. And everybody else should wait and be patient. You're going to get your dock. It might hold you up 5 minutes. Woo. God forbid you had to wait 5 minutes, driver. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, this place is also really annoying because that thing is beeping at you while you're trying to back.
Well, and that is true. This little dually bobber here at Costco, I actually like them because they actually wake me up when they say that I'm done or whatever. But basically, you don't have to go in. All you do is bump the dock, sit in your truck with your bills, and wait. It tells you when it's done. You get a green light, and you can go around to the chip station. Apparently, I need a chip to get out of here, motherfuckers. Whether or not you give me a chip, I will be leaving. But this is what we're working with, and it does beep at you like every 30 seconds until you bump the dock. And that can be stressful. You know what? Put it under your pillow. Put it in your side box. Put it outside on the ground. Whatever you gotta do. But if you are backing at a DC, this guy is still trying to back. And he's, I'm sure he's a little mashugana because, the dude was just such a dick. That would have pissed me off. And it would have shook me, and I would have had to be like, alright. Because it's just so disrespectful. I was gonna end it right before that happened, but then it was a prime example of what happened. And I don't like to take footage of other drivers. See, here's another. Right here. Right here. This driver is clearly backing, and you're gonna come in and swoop past him and be all crazy like? That doesn't need to happen. You know how nerve-wracking it is when you're that driver trying to back and somebody swoops past your window and you're like, what the fuck's going on out there? This driver's over here. I'm wondering if he's going to be patient. Nope. He's going right behind this fucker and right in front of this fucker who's just trying to back. Who at this point is probably so shook because there's so much going on that it's difficult. And here's this guy who just got released from his dock over here. This guy is going to come in between all of them. Now, this one stopped, so that's good, because he's opening his doors. Okay, that's fine, but still, I would have waited, and you're going right in front of him. I understand he's moving backwards, but, that doesn't mean it's okay. Here's the deal. Some of us forget what it's like to I don't know, because I haven't forgotten. But, you got to watch back. You got to watch in front of you. You got to watch everything. And there's this much room between your doors and the driver next to you's doors on their trailer. So it's, literally that much room for error. And, there's another truck coming in front of him going the direction he's not even supposed to be going in. I don't even know where you're going. Where are you going? It's one way. It doesn't need to be happening. Drivers, stop. If someone's trying to back, let them back. All this bullshit has had him so shook now he's done 6 pull-ups. Whatever. Take your pull-ups and get backed into the dock safely. Because these docks, the yellow lines that you're lining up to are basically, your tires are on them on both sides. So you have to line up very specifically and very carefully. And it's tight. So give each other a little bit of space, give each other a little bit of grace, and just calm down. It's not that serious. You will get in your dock. You will get your little happy ass back into your bunk. Calm down. Alright, I gotta go, y'all. I appreciate y'all listening, and hopefully this helps someone. And also, if you're out of DC and somebody's harassing you, just keep what I said in mind. Fuck them, let them wait. And I say that on the CB too. Hey, I guess y'all are gonna have to wait because I'm trying to bump the stock. So, much love, peep out.